Hi, in this video I'm going to test the Xiegu G106 about the power levels and harmonics or spurious. I'm going to make this test because I couldn't find any review on which that measurements were made with proper equipment. I don't speak about calibrated lab equipment, but at least with vintage or proper lab equipment, even if it's in ham amateur level. If the equipment is not calibrated, like is my case, it's not so important, but at least the equipment is the proper one. But I couldn't find anything of that. Only thing that I could find was analog power meters, that they are a little normally lacks precision, and also as a spectrum analyzer, maybe a tiny assay, but I don't consider that is a reliable equipment to test any absolute values. Maybe for internal use and to relative measurements between two different radios maybe can be useful, but I don't think any review should be based in the results taken from a tiny essay. So fortunately I have the proper equipment to make that test, and is what I'm going to show you. I don't have intention of entering other aspects of the radio, apart of my opinion that is a good radio, very good for the money, and any other aspect I just leave it to other people that make better reviews and with better English, and you will save health in your ears. So another reason to make this video is because the radio gives a little more power that it specifies in the specs. So could happen that people like me that is running an external amplifier, in my case a micro PA50 plus, could happen that you overload the input of the amplifier because you are pushing more amps or watts that you think. So maybe can make some damage if the amp doesn't have the proper protection, and protection sometimes fail. So I think it's a quite valid point to make this video, because it's a little higher than you would expect. So the instrument that I'm going to use is this CRTU of Rod & Schwartz, and it's a universal protocol tester, and it's a kind of all-in-one. Is power meter, spectrum analyzer and generator, but we only will use the two first. And the reason to use this instead a spectrum analyzer, dedicated spectrum analyzer and power meter, that they are more specific and they are theoretically more precise, and they are, but the reason to don't use them, even having them, is that this instrument has a 50 watts input, so I don't need put any external attenuator or anything. So at the end, more or less, no difference won't be difference in the readings. They will be very close in decimals of dB. So this is good enough. Is for what I have this equipment and this instrument, and also it has a nice oscillator, oven control oscillator connected to a GPS DO. So also it has the frequency reader that counter that is quite precise in compared with the dedicated instrument. So this is good enough. It's not calibrated, but I know a laboratory to certify this radio. So I think the readings, even if not a professional laboratory, will be enough close to the real thing, more than reasonable. So I'm going to make the test in CW. I left a key there, a keyer there, and it's what I'm going to use to key. So I'm going to key now. We can see in max power is 38 watts. This is the maximum setting in the radio, and we have the reading -8. I need to move the marker. It's a little difficult because I have the hands busy, so I think just because it passed. So it's -6, -7, so it's in 38, so it passed. It's under 43, so it's not needed be more precise in the power of the harmonic. It just passed, so it's 38 dBm in the spectrum analyzer. We pass to the power meter, that is more reliable, but maybe fits in the same. We see, yeah, 38. Frequency is proper, is right, and very stable, and so is 6.5 watts, something like that. 6 watts over 6 watts, 6.4 watts, something like that. So over 6 watts in the higher power. So probably it's too much for as input for an external amplifier. All right, have that in account, and harmonics are passed. So now I'm going to change to medium power. Was in high, I put in middle. And I'm going to key. We see first the power. $35.58 $6.63. Okay, so average is 35.6. 35.6 is like a little less of 4 watts. Maybe you can make the calculus yourself. I need to do it mentally. So it's around 3.6 watts. So yeah, that is appropriate for these external amps that they have 4 watts input maximum power, so it will pass. I forgot the harmonics in the medium power, and the reading is the same more or less. It's -10 and it's 35.6, so it passed also FCC and European regulation. Now we go to the lower level. And I'm going to key. Harmonic is -20, fundamental 30 dB. I go to power for a little more precise. 30.1. So it's like 1 watt, a little more of 1 watt. Is too low probably for a external amplifier. So you won't put this amplifier with this radio in the medium power, and probably that setup will be good for the most of the amplifiers that there is in the market. Probably 1 watt is too low, and 6.5 watts is too much. So in the medium is the proper thing, I think. I'm going to be sure I do that. The frequency stability is good, and the precision of the frequency is good as well. So the radio is clean, is able to power external amps. In the maximum power is over other 5 watts QRP radios. In build construction and features is quite better than most of their similar radios, and that price range. So yes, I think it's a very good radio. That's it. I hope that this was useful for you. Thanks.